Hey everybody, this is Ra Maria with Healing Under the Sun. I'm so excited to record this first video for our YouTube channel. It's been a while that I've been wanting to start putting videos out. Um, I've been giving talks already on wisdom and talking about emotions, how to heal our emotional body, how to tap into our feelings, how to connect to source, chakras, metaphysics, different topics, relationships, but I chose healing or chakras as the first topic for this channel because I believe so much in self healing as opposed to spending thousands of money in pharmacists, therapists, or perhaps buying the things that we think it's bringing us healing when in reality it's bringing us temporary healing. But there is something that you can tap much deeper into, which is in the power of your own energy centers, which are your chakras. Some other philosophers also call chakras as energy centers and as stages of consciousness. So every human being throughout its journey is supposed to advance from different stages. And if you think of the stairway to heaven and you think of like there's seven stages, so there's like the root chakra, there's the sacral, there's the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and ultimately to the crown chakra, which is the uh, most powerful advanced stage that we want to be at. The crown chakra has to do with cosmic energy, has to do with infinity, has to do with that connection to the divine, to the reunion with God when we become one with all that is, and we're able to tap in the most advanced stages in our lives of consciousness. Many spiritual beings who have reincarnated in earth, like Buddha, Jesus, Virgin Mary, Mother Teresa, we could say that these beings were able to level up from the lower chakras to the most advanced ones. And some spiritual teachers say that there are more than seven chakras, that there are higher stages of consciousness that a very small percentage of human beings in earth have been able to tap. But because we are gonna go with basic topics and some of you are still new in spirituality and are still learning topics and are still new in this self-awareness journey, we're gonna just talk about the seven basic chakras. So the very first one that we're gonna tap into is the root chakra. So the root chakra has to do with survival. It has to do with Mother Earth, to your connection to Earth, to this place right here where you're in right now. It has to do with your connection to nature, whether you enjoy going to parks and just like walking barefoot in nature and feeling like you back, in those times that when you're watching the movies, like man, like fishing or going around looking for ways to build its house. There was no technology or even resources to assist them with their survival needs. So this is what the root chakra is about. So the color associated to it is red. So the red ray. It's a very powerful color. It's a very strong energy. It's hot. So I don't know if you feel like hot right now for watching this topic. I can't evaluate right now from which state I am in right now. I think I'm like between the root and the solar plexus. Like I'm kind of bouncing between the two, but I'm gonna go up very soon as we continue to give on this talk because I really love sharing about spirituality, about like the human body, the heart, the mind. It's like one of the topics I enjoy the most, having conversations and reading. After music, I would say music and spirituality are my main two favorite topics. But what I want to share with you is how to use some techniques that will unlock your chakras, which means unlocking the power of your energy so you can flow freely with life, so you can feel like time doesn't exist and that everything out is in you and you are everything that is outside. Ooh. It is possible if you think into yourself, how come? Yes, like just like when you lose the sense of time, where you're just so into the moment, and everybody right now is like, oh, living the now, like being the present. Yes, that's right, but we are past, present, and future. And if you think about, the present is right here, right now. And I'm saying 1, 2, 3. The moment I do this, hey, the present is gone. Now we're in a different present, right? So the idea of time is really complex. I'm not going to dive into that today. But what I want to say is that I believe in the power of flow and the power of you flowing freely with life. And instead of being locked in your mind, thinking about something that has happened that caused you pain, or anticipating your thoughts with how the future is going to look like and what you're going to be doing, and imagining the worst case scenarios. Instead of doing that, why not use this precious time to heal your energy centers, to heal the parts of you that needs healing, because you can be the alchemist, my friend. You can begin to transmute that dense energy, that dark energy, into light. And by doing that, you are doing a favor to yourself, to your family, to all of those who are connected to you, and to the collective unconsciousness. So we can raise the vibration of the planet. If every single one of us is doing our part and begin to awake to the higher picture, to the big picture, then we are going to experience more peace. So the first technique I would like to share on how to heal the root chakra is by using affirmations. So I want you to look at yourself in the mirror with love, compassion, and say the following affirmations that I'm about to read. My body always takes care of me. And when you say that, it is okay if you feel the resistance, if you don't feel that is like really true. When you feel like this is not true, or maybe the voice in your head will say, this is not right. Maybe because you're not doing a really good job when it comes to taking care of you, or like your body's not really taking care of your spirit. Because there's the truth, right? You, as the you, might not be taking really good care of your body, and maybe your body is not really taking care of the spirit. So it depends in your situation how that dance really is orchestrated in you. But just say that anyways, and start to, in order to break the resistance, you can start to now imagine and think of the things that your body can do to take care of your heart, to take care of spirit, meaning using positive words, talking, having more loving conversations in your head, in your heart, as opposed to hateful ones, or thinking negative things of other people, or like imagining negative things, whatever. We can understand and discern what feels light and what feels dense and fear. Come on. So let's do this again. My body always takes care of me. My body is my home, and I pledge to always build it up and never tear it down. My body is a safe home for my radiant spirit. Every cell of my body supports my total well-being. Every cell of my body supports my total well-being. I am healthy, well, and strong. I am filled with radiant energy and endless vitality. I wake up every day feeling strong, energized, and empowered. As the sun rises, so does my energy. I feel secure in my place in life, meaning You have to make peace with whatever you in right now. You can't expect your life will change from point A to point B until you begin to make peace with where you're in right now. I am grateful to know that I'm always deeply loved and supported by this universe. So these are just a few phrases that is connected to the root chakra that you can use for unlocking the root chakra. There are hundreds of other ones right there, and I'll be more than happy to share perhaps a PDF with you guys in a near future, so you can have it in your phone and you can open up anytime and eventually help that transformation that to continue in your life. So we're gonna now talk about the Sacral Chakra, which is a color associated to the Sacral Chakra is the orange. The nature elements are water, and it has to do with sexuality. It has to do with pleasure. It has to do with comfort. And a few things you can do besides using the affirmations. I'll obviously share with you some other techniques and other things you can do as well. But the Sacral Chakra has a lot to do with spending time in water. So have you ever can you think of like a time where you felt like you were going through something and then you spent time on the river and you were like swimming, and just that time you spent in water, when you came out, it was just like so sacred. You were just like, man, this feels amazing. When in like their churches, the Christian churches, for example, they do the baptism and they have this, they would like put people in water, right? And you just come out of water and like, wow, it feels amazing. So a lot of the Sacral Chakra has to do with your feminine energy, and it has to do with a lot of emotions, wounded emotions, secrets. These are the shadow issues usually related to the Sacral Chakras, aka the blocks that you might have experienced in the past that might be blocking your Sacral Chakra. So fear of judgment, getting into trouble, inability to experience emotional sexual intimacy, nightmares, and not remembering or understanding dreams. Giving and receiving pleasure. So it's also about there. So if you feel like you're not experiencing enough pleasure in life, that also has to do with the Sacral Chakra. And blocks in creativity. So those people who are really like not creative at all, who have no ability to imagine or even have resistance to accept what is new, they will yet get to that level of like, okay, Sacral Chakra level 2, I get it, let me tap into this more, let me allow myself to imagine more. And what I like to tell usually even like the people I work with to helping them unlocking these chakras is allowing them to connect to the inner child. So allowing themselves to do the things they like to do when they were young. So let's say painting, or what were the things that you used to do the most when you were a child? Was it drawing? Was it painting? Was it singing? Was it playing with cards? So anything that has to do with the ability of like creating things, creating something that is totally out of your daily routine is a great way to untap into your creativity and allow yourself to tap into the power of creation, into your sacral chakra. Another thing that is really powerful with the sacral chakra is, I would say, pleasure. So don't ever repress yourself from feeling pleasure, because it's a part of you. It's a part of creation, as a part of your of what you're made of. And in order to do that, you can do many things. You can get on Tinder. I'm just kidding. Hold on. Let's be serious here. You can masturbate. You can have a time to be with yourself, to touch yourself, and to allow yourself to feel different sensations and feelings by being with yourself. I've heard of a massage called Tantra massage. That's also a really powerful massage that it will tap into those different like intimate parts of you, and it's also very professional. So you don't ever have to feel like you're doing something like, oh, I'm paying someone to do like a massage on me or whatever. No, like it's about you taking care of your body. So that's my tips for you. And besides that, we're also gonna go over some affirmations for the sacral chakra. So you can write it down, or you can look at yourself in the mirror sometime and repeat these affirmations. And we're gonna go through the following. I accept the flow of life. I use my energy for creative expression. I am free to express my emotions in a healthy way. I honor my sensual expression. I am an empowered sexual being. My creativity flows effortlessly. And as you say these affirmations, you can also visualize the color orange as this like big bowl of orange light, just like unfolding beautifully, like going in and out. And just allow that to be taking all over yourselves and allowing the healing to occur naturally. Yes. Whew. How you feel? Orange. Oh, okay. So besides affirmations and all these different techniques I've said, also eating fruits that are associated to the colors of chakras is a really good thing, and just like putting that intention behind it. So eating orange, if you're wondering if that helps, it does. I want you to eat orange in the morning and see how your mind is gonna go in the afternoon when it comes to like the quality of your thoughts and the things you're gonna feel like doing. And if you start to feel like doing different things, be sure that the sacral chakra is taking place, and it's like, yes, time to create, my friend, time to be who you are, creator. So the next chakra, it's one of my favorite chakras. It's the solar plexus. And obviously solar plexus has to do with the sun, with the color. It's the color associated to it is the yellow. And there's a lot to talk about solar plexus. So the solar plexus is related to self-confidence, to your personal power, to that sense of the sense of I am that person, I do this, and don't try to come out my way because I know who I am, my friend. That's a way to like explain how the solar plexus works. But a lot of people have a big ego. Then some of you have heard, and then somebody says, oh, that person has a big ego. That person is really well resolved with the solar plexus of that person. It's probably really shiny. It's fully unlocked. It's like, that person loves to be in its body and And it's very confident, and there's nothing wrong about it, you know. Some people might be jealous and judgmental and say, wow, this person is full of itself. But I would say I'd rather seeing somebody full of itself and really confident, as long as that confidence is coming from inside to the outside and not from the outside to the inside, because some people are really good at masking. So I'm not talking about those people who are really like good at masking and it's just putting a frown, when in reality it's like full of self-doubt inside. But usually we can tell when that person is coming from that deep core of who they are. So the location of solar plexus chakra is in the abdomen, above the belly button, up to the breastbone. The element associated to is fire. When your solar plexus chakra is in balance, that means you are confident, motivated, purposeful, reliable, responsible. When it's out of balance, that means you're experiencing a lot of aggression, overly dominating towards others, low self-esteem. So that's what I said about those people who put a frown and feel like they're super powerful, but that power, it's actually not used towards good. It's actually coming from a really wounded place, like a place of like aggression, of fear, of wanting to take over and having really poor self-esteem. And it's just so beautiful to see that person who has the solar plexus chakra in balance. That person exudes confidence without being arrogant, feels self-motivated and inspire others to be self-motivated. He has a sense of purpose, meaning it's there to serve a purpose. And the imbalance, as I said, not just it can be expressed through low self-esteem, aggression, etc., but also physical illness that can be coming from that places, like fatigue, overreacting, excessive weight around the stomach, digestive system disorders such IBS, ulcers, diabetes. Yeah, my friends, a lot of those diseases out there, they have more to do with energy imbalances than you may imagine. I've heard many people say that they had like a disease, that they went to doctors and doctors said that they could not diagnose what that was, and they said that they prayed to God for some time and they were healed. Me personally, I have experienced probably a very few issues like in my body, but I really rely on the power of God and the power of Mother Nature to really heal me, as opposed to buy medicines. I try to use medicines when I really feel like there's no way out and there is something that I should be doing, as opposed to not taking care of it. There are different cases, and it's really up to the person. It's up to the current condition in order to find out if you should be taking medicines or actually believing in the power of self-healing through Mother Nature, through power. But let's go over now some of the affirmations for the solar plexus and other things you can do to unlock your solar plexus chakra. Is really like visualizing that yellow color, spending time in the sun, going to the beach, giving compliments to other people, genuine compliments, okay? Because what you're doing to others, my friend, you're doing to yourself. So begin to appreciate more your own beauty, Maybe go get a haircut. Maybe go treat yourself a day and go to a spa. But doing anything that might enhance that self-confidence. So like you tap into the areas perhaps where you don't love the most, and then you find a way to overcome that. That door keeps bouncing here. Can you all hear in the background? Let me hear. Hold on. I think it stopped. It's just very windy in Rio today. But I like it. It's like, ooh, the wind is like singing to me. Like, ooh. Anyways, I might have to cut this part. Oh, actually, I'm not. I'm just gonna keep rolling. Anyways, let's go to the solar plexus chakra affirmations. I am strong, powerful, and confident. Say that to you. I can achieve anything I set my mind to. I am motivated, persistent, and successful. I can accomplish incredible things. I confidently welcome new experiences. I am aligned with my purpose, whether you know what is this purpose or not. Tell yourself, I am aligned with my purpose. Your purpose right now might be listening to this talk. But in a few minutes, you might be realizing that it's time to change your current occupation to do something even more incredible. I am enough just as I am. I have the confidence and power to take big leaps. I am pure positive energy. Limitless joy is my birthright. I am radiant, beautiful, and thriving. I am my highest and most authentic self. I am enough just as I am. I stand in the joy I create from within. I love the person I am, both inside and out. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. Let's say that one more time. I felt a little doubt in this last one, because that one is not really easy to say. I know you all. We never think we're enough. It's like we always think there's like way more things we could be doing. We could have so and so. So let's say that one again. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. My goodness, that was not right. Let's do one more time. I am enough. I have always been enough. I will always be enough. I have the courage and confidence to accept my dreams as reality. Can you all hear the wind in the background? That's so awesome. It's not getting me out of focus, I swear. But I do hear, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. Yes, my friends, these affirmations really work. Trust and believe that your solar plexus chakra is now unlocked. Feel the most confident you. Love yourself, baby. Yes. So we went over the first 3 chakras. We went over root chakra, sacral, and solar plexus. Now we're gonna go up the stairway to heaven. We're gonna go up to the higher chakras. And the next one is the heart chakra, which is obviously located in the heart. So the heart chakra, the color associated to it is green. So obviously it has to do with self-compassion, with empathy, with courage, with persistence, the ability to forgive yourself and others. It has to do with those highest emotions, highest qualities of consciousness that really makes us feel more loved. And by feeling more loved, we can also share that love that we feel inside towards others, and then we create, a beautiful environment, a beautiful experience with whoever we're with. Usually at a toxic environment, you will find people who are experience a lot of self-hate, and everybody's just projecting that self-hate towards others. When you're in an environment that usually everybody's just like so in peace and smiling and like totally being at ease, the conversation flows effortless, The moment is just so beautiful that it has to do with the amount of compassion, forgiveness, and peace that these individuals have been able to break through and to get to that stage. So the heart chakra, there's a name given to it. It's called Anahata. It's the fourth primary chakra, and it's associated with balance, calmness, and serenity, with peace, right? So for many people who are Christians, I would say they're operating from that heart chakra. The Christians, because they've learned to master how to love themselves and how to love others, and how to give love, how to have more compassion towards the pain of others. And by having more compassion towards others, you're also having compassion for yourself. Because when you start to understand that everything outside is a reflection of you, of a part of you, or of a part that is wounded or that has been wounded, it starts to make sense why you're attracting those things, those people, and those experiences. It's all a mirror. Like that song of Justin Timberlake. It's like my mirror looking at me. I couldn't get any better. I don't know the song, but you know that song, Mirrors. Yeah. And in order to heal your heart chakra, besides forgiveness, I recommend you doing journaling. Going to the church, worshiping the Lord, painting, tapping into art. Start to just allow your heart to express itself freely through painting, from drawing, forgiving. Maybe there are a few people who have hurt you in the past that you decided to never talk to that person again. And I know exactly what I'm talking about because I've done that before. Yo! That wind is so strong in here. This is the perfect moment to record this video because every time I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna remember this. So in the painting right behind me, you can see this green painting, heart chakra. You can think of this tone, this green tonality. But let's now recite some heart chakra affirmations that will also help unblocking these chakras and allowing you to give and receive love. My heart is open to give and receive love. My heart is open to give and receive love. I feel compassion for myself and others. I'm a conduit for love and peace. I am full of gratitude for my ability to love. My heart is full of unconditional love for all beings. Even if this last one doesn't sound really true to you because you can't love everybody, I know it's not easy. Just saying that, it would do something. Trust that it's gonna start to, instead of hating, having those negative thoughts towards people, you're gonna start now feeling positive things about those people or family members or whoever you feel like you might be struggling to love. Take a deep breath. Inhale slowly. Let's go over a few more. I am worthy of the purest love. I direct love and light towards myself. I live in harmony with all other beings. I release and let go of all resentment. I forgive myself for my mistakes and I grow from them. So allow that energy to take over your body, like this green, radiant, light energy flowing freely around you. It's just love, pure love from our Creator. Great. Wow, I feel really good. Really, like from the moment I had started to right now. You see how we're going up the ladder? It's cool. That's how you wake up every day. By taking care of those energy centers, and just going up to the highest ones, to the present moment, to the highest level you feel like you can achieve without having to spend hundreds, thousands, and doing other things that you think might bring you that temporary relief, or that will, cover up your pain for a little bit. Because those things, even though they happen, they work momentarily, but you need to rely on something bigger, which is you, which is the source of you. So the next chakra that I was really looking forward to get is the Throat Chakra. So the Throat Chakra has to do with self-expression. It has to do with speaking your truth, and truth is very relative. So what I'm saying to you right now might be my truth, it might not be yours, and that's okay. But the Throat Chakra, once you unlock it, you realize that authenticity, the authentic you, will be more in place, as opposed to you using like program thoughts and like saying things just for the sake of something, just to please on something. You probably realize that for some time in our lives we used to say what others wanted to hear, as opposed to say our truth. So the Throat Chakra, self-expression, authenticity, it also has to do with communication. The color associated to it is blue. It's that kind of like dark blue. So there are symptoms of blockages. Usually the symptoms of blockage are excessive fear of speaking. So when you feel like you can't talk in public, when you're like around others, like around a group of people, and everybody's supposed to talk and you just feel like I don't want to talk, that's a sign that you might be experiencing a blockage in your Throat Chakra. Lack of control over one's speech, poor listening skills, so when you can't hear somebody else, difficulty communicating your feelings, when you can't express what you're really feeling, know that there's something in you that is saying no, you're not allowed to express your feelings. So the first thing you gotta tell yourself right there is you're allowed to express what you feel. It is okay to feel how you feel. Some physical symptoms of blockage can be headaches, paying attention in the jaw or neck, chronic sore throat, excessive secretiveness or shyness. So just wanting to be your own inner world, not wanting to open up to anybody and be seen. And lack of connection with a vocation or purpose in life. So there will come a time where you realize what is your purpose. Until then, explore the different things that you enjoy doing and see how you feel about doing that thing. Maybe your main passion is teaching, and you can teach right now, and maybe in a few years you'll realize that your main passion is writing, or wanting to study to become a psychotherapist, or to become a lawyer. So everyone's time will yet to come. Or if this is your time and you really have a passion to start your own business, go for it. We have the internet nowadays that allows us to create anything. Even if you're not at that stage, like right now I have 28 people here. I don't know how many people will be watching this video. It's okay. I'm doing this out of love, out of detachment, and that's the greatest thing. Because attachment for a while in my life was the biggest block when it comes to my creative work, when it comes to wanting to do the things I wanted to do, because I was always like attached to like, oh, then this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. And this were all unconscious things, you know. It took me a while to dive deeper into those energies and realize, oh, I can see this better now. I see this is why I'm doing this, because this thing is running me to do that as opposed to this. That's why I pray a lot. And that's something we're going to talk about when we get to the Crown Chakra. Because praying really, really helps unlocking your chakras and connecting you to God and connecting you to the present moment, as opposed to living like inside your head like a robot, having no clue what you're doing. We all need guidance. We all need faith to continue to live and go through this transition, because we're going through this transition together, and that's okay. Everybody has gone through it, and they've got there, or get to the other side. Trust. So what can we do to unlock our throat chakra? If I've told you what are the blockages, the things that we feel, the emotions that are usually also the emotional signs that the throat chakra may be blocked, our feelings of depression, anxiety, or low self-esteem, what can we do? So I said that connecting to your purpose is a really good thing, or getting started in something new, right? Doing something that makes you excited about getting out of bed. But besides that, I would say journaling is also a really powerful thing. There's an app called Voice Diary that you can all download. And if you're not really good at writing, you can just record yourself talking about anything as if you're talking to your best friend, your best therapist friend. And you can just say everything that you feel. And if you can describe what it is that you're feeling, that's when I recommend you search for a therapist, an awakening coach. And I'm starting to do some free healing sessions. So if you're interested, you can also DM me on Instagram and request time to talk to me, so we can go over in a one-on-one session and kind of like start to understand you better, like understand how your psychic's operating and what it is that is not allowing you to flow, that is not allowing you to get out of yourself and to be in life and to feel that deeper existence that is you. But if you can't express yourself, then why not take that time to record yourself just saying, I'm so pissed because this girl did this and blah, blah, blah. And that's okay. Just like put it out. Like if you were vomiting. Like, get it out. Working out also really helps, because like those emotions can also be released through, you know, like how you work out. Like I like running, I like getting weights and stuff, and that also brings me some relief. But yeah, wearing more blue color things, like wearing blue. When you're drawing, try to use the colors of the throat chakra, blue again. So visualizing a lot of that blue light just like surrounding you. And also affirmations, which they are very powerful, especially when it's coming from that place. And you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I speak my truth. I let my voice be heard, whether you talk shit or not. Okay, we're not gonna get into this. Sorry. Because, alright, I kind of stay in the middle when it comes to like talking shit versus not talking. But, alright, I let my voice be heard. I let my voice be heard. I trust my conviction and act on my truth. I do not harm with my words. I do not harm with my words. I feel like this one's for me. Even I feel I have the blockage on that one. See? I do not harm with my words. I can see when there's no truth and in that specific phrase that I'm saying in relation to my psychic, when I'm just by the tonality of it. Like, and you can try for yourself. I speak with authenticity, grace, and courage. I express my creativity with ease and joy. That one was easy. But this one, I know why it was a challenging for me. Like, I do not harm with my words, because I like to speak my truth so much that at times I might say things to people that, based on their current level of emotional intelligence, they might not take it well. They might just be like, oh, like the baby starts to crying. And that's okay. The baby you, I love it. It's okay. I have that baby me. I am that baby me as well. But after a lot of pain and understanding and like, life being heavy on me, I had to evolve. I had to, like, okay, I can no longer allow myself to be upset and down for this thing. Like, I might feel it, but I have to get up. I can't just keep that and for so long while other things are happening and allow just like accumulating negative stuff. Like, I gotta be able to understand, let it go, move through it, learn whatever is that lesson, that whatever it is that I was supposed to learn. Boom, I've learned, I moved on. So let's see if that will flow better now. I do not harm with my words. That was better. I do not harm with my words. I do not harm with my words. Yes. 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 I felt like that was better. See, everybody? I've unlocked mine throat chakra right now by feeling the resistance, acknowledging, and saying, I'm going to take this step forward now. I'm going to be more careful with the things I tell others, because I understand when I'm harming someone, I'm harming my own self. That's it. That's freedom right there. Hallelujah. If you can you hear the wind? Man, Mother Nature is on fire today. Just kidding. Okay, so moving the throat chakra, we gotta move on because I think this video is gonna be too long. It's 46 minutes already, so we gotta go quicker here. All right, so the next chakra we're gonna talk about is the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is the sixth chakra in the human body. It's located right between the eyebrows. It has to do with your intuition, your foresight, your psychic vision, your spiritual knowledge, aka wisdom. The third eye relates to inner and outer vision, intuition, and the mystical aspects of nature and our physical relationship to the natural world. Shadow issues associated with the third eye include lack of clarity and vision, feeling stuck, meaning wanting to do 10,000 different things and not knowing where to position yourself. It has to do with lack of belonging as well, to not knowing where you actually belong, and that inability to see the whole picture. Besides disconnection from spiritual perceptions. So that disconnection from spiritual perceptions also has to do when you don't really read the Bible, you don't seek to learn spiritual books or listen to spiritual teachers or do anything in spirituality at all. I don't think anybody would be in this talk right now if you were in this category of people. I really believe everybody here is really like educated spiritually and is looking to like listen and explore different speakers and know that you find its own path. But some people are still living in that stage. I believe a really small majority, because man, like life can be challenging, and if you don't have anything to rely into and faith and understanding, it can be tougher. So your intuition is your third eye, as that place where you really come from. It's a really powerful energy. It's a really strong source of wisdom, a place where you can rely on. And some also call the intuition as the moon, like when you see things that others are not seeing, but you still like the observer. You're still not reacting upon it, but you're still there like, I see it. And we're gonna now use some affirmations to unlock our third eye. You better be ready. I am open to the truths of the universe. I am connected to the divine within. I am connected to the divine within. I see my life's purpose clearly. I am connected to the spiritual world. I am connected to the spiritual world. So visualize purple and that eye between your eyebrows, just like as if it was closed now, as if it's opening slowly. And make sure you can see, like, in your mind, how it's going from the bottom to the middle. It's open now. You're free. Yo! No way back. It's open. There are other affirmations we can use too, but let's stick with this ones because it really has to do with your connection to the divine, to be open to the truths of the universe, the truths about yourself, the truths about the outside world, and your connection to the divine within. So now we're about to move to the last chakra in this talk, which is the Crown Chakra. It's the seventh chakra in the human body. It's as if one of the highest stages of consciousness that we operate from the seventh chakra. So higher states of consciousness, non-duality, enlightenment, self-realization, universal awareness. So the crown represents our connection to divine source and the myriad of levels of consciousness for understanding the cosmic and universal nature of life in our multifaceted place within it. So there's a philosopher, his name is Winkist. He says, we can access expanded levels of consciousness through the crown and immerse ourselves in a far greater comprehension of connectedness of the great web of life. There's a saying in the Bible that also say, and my Father's house has different places to live. I think Jesus said that. I don't know, what's the saying exactly? In my Father's house has many places, has many rooms. It's a John 14:2. In my Father's house are many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I'm going there to prepare a place for you? Ooh. So why am I saying that? Because the crown chakra is in relation to the one and only that keeps us here on earth, that is watching every single one of us to thy Father. So we're going to use some affirmations for the crown chakra to activate that part of us, to activate and strengthen our connection to the divine. And let's make sure we say that from the strongest, most faithful place of us, from the really core of you. I experience unity with all things. I surrender myself to the divine. I am aligned with the highest aspect of my being. I am aligned with the highest aspect of my being. Divine light and love flow through me. Divine light and love flow through me. Whew. So visualize from your crown chakra, so like from above your head, a big bowl of white light, really bright, just like taking all over your face and just like going all over your body, and that really strong white light. don't think I can stay in silence for too long on wisdom. That's the only thing. I started to realize that the app will like interrupt our talks when we stay for too long in silence. Otherwise, I could stay in like silence meditation with you all for so long, especially for the sake of this YouTube video. Many of you might not be really enjoying just like seeing my face and staying in silence like this for too long. But there are other ways to balance the chakras as well besides those affirmations. And just to give you some more tips for the crown chakra, so going to church, worshiping, tapping into doing different things creatively, traveling, singing, dancing, connecting to people more often, being part of groups. Whether there's like one thing that you like in life, like an interest that you have, even if it's just play golfing or playing cards or drawing, just like connecting to people who have that same passion and interest as you, and just being part of that community and sharing that itself, it's allowing you to just feel one with with the whole, with the collective, and getting out of your own separateness and your own like isolation. So there are different things, but I would say you can also start trying meditation to activate those chakras. So spending time meditating through each point energy center in your body, using crystals, essential oils, yoga, sound healing, music, listening to music, watching perhaps a movie that can bring you more inspiration about things you want to do in the future, or something that you're going through in that particular moment, and helping you to start seeing yourself as an observer and then like out of your body, and having that idea that like, okay, I'm not my body. I am able to tap into this and change whatever it is that I have to change, and I can be my own savior. And there's some evidence to suggest that repeating affirmations can positively impact behavior, though it may not work for everyone. So if these affirmations were not really powerful to you, just visualizing the colors of these chakras and keeping your awareness there for as long as you can, that will help and open up these energy centers as well. They will help open up these energy centers as well. Wow, this as well was a little weird. Let me do this again. As well. Anyways, I've been talking for a long time, and I feel like it was great spending time with you guys and going through the stairway to heaven, the crown chakra. And I really hope you've taken some great insights out of this talk and can use for your own benefit, which is self-healing, and understand that by healing yourself, you're cooperating and helping the collective to heal as well. So thank you, everybody, and I hope to see you in my next YouTube video or in my next wisdom talk.